And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to PrepSpotlight.tv. Ren Clayton here on the call as we get set for Game 2 of this 4-game slate here on Sunday at the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. This one of 2 sites that the Class C tournament is being taken place. And we're here at Waconia and Lions Field getting ready for Bemidji and Milroy to go at it here in round 2 on Prep Spotlight TV.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Townball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
The reserves include number 11, Brady Rutledge, number 20, Brendan Phillips, and number 4, Connor McAllen. Draftees include number 14, Bryce Bass, and number 25, Grant Hartman of East River Bowl. Now the starting lineup for the Blue Ox. Starting at shortstop, number 5, Mitch Hendricks. In left field, number 18, Colin Rutledge. In center field, number 13, Cody Rutledge. Right fielder, number 33, Otto Grimm. Number 29, the designated hitter, Ben Tola. Pitching, number 1, Caleb Manke. Playing first base, number 31, Hazel Tolke. At second base, number 12, Cody Jenkins. Batting ninth at third base, number 9, Hunter Wilson. And pitching for Bemidji, number 28, the draftee for Milroy, Andrew Pagliano. And now the reserves for the home team, the Milroy Yankees.
And so welcome back out here to Lion Field in Waconia. You heard the starting lineups between these two ball clubs, the Milroy Yankees and the Bemidji Blue Ox. Milroy, the home team, they'll be out in the field to start, and the Blue Ox, the away team, will hit first. The Blue Ox in the all-black uniforms, and Milroy in the white pants, black and orange jerseys. And the first pitch is bounced in front of home plate. And we are underway, 2:10 the start, originally scheduled optimistically at 1:30. Game before this went pretty long. A lot of runs scored in that one. His second pitch in there for strike number 2. From Isaac Schmidt, the starter on the mound for Milroy, as he faces Mitch Hendricks, the leadoff man for Bemidji. As the count runs to 2-1 here on a beautiful afternoon for baseball. The second of what will be 4 games played here in Waconia today. As now 3-1 the count to number 5, Mitch Hendricks, the right-handed hitting shortstop for Bemidji. Working quickly is Schmidt, and he walked him on 5 pitches. And Hendricks reaches to start the ball game on a base on balls. Colin Rutledge is up next, the left fielder, a left-handed hitting number 18 Rutledge, the 2-hole hitter. As he takes outside, Schmidt still aiming to find that zone here to start off this game. You did hear the reserves and starting lineups. We'll run through the starters once more. Bemidji, you saw Hendricks walk. Now Rutledge is up. Cody Rutledge bats next. Then Otto Grimm, Ben Toma, Caleb Manicky, Basil Zulke, Cody Jenkins, and Hunter Olson. This one fouled away again. A couple foul balls here in this at-bat for Colin Rutledge. One and 2 here, the count to the second hitter of the game. And a check swing. They won't appeal. They wanted it for a moment. Held up, and it's 2-2. Isaac Schmidt out there in the field. On the mound. So that one nearly hit him. Behind the plate is Jake Hughes for Milroy. In left field, Jackson Hughes. Center field, Jake Tower. Right field, Andy Schmidt. First baseman is Aaron Mathewitz. As that's a second straight walk. 2 walks to start the ball game for Isaac Schmidt. Rutledge reaches. Hendricks moves up to second base. And Cody Rutledge now will come up with 2 men on and nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Rutledge takes ball 1. Just to finish out the defensive positioning, Matt Bauer is at third for the Yankees. Dave Schmidt is at short. And Derek Rasmussen at second. Jake Hughes behind the plate. And a check swing, but a called strike. And that one fouled away. Schmidt now has the count up to 2-2 against Cody Rutledge. I missed one. Hit hard to left field. Back against the wall. It'll bounce free toward home. 2 runs will round third and score, and Bemidji has taken a 2-0 lead here in the first inning. A stand-up double for Cody Rutledge. Hendricks and Colin Rutledge score after walking, and there's still no one out. Otto Grimm steps up to the plate. And so just like that, still without an out recorded, 2 runs have come around for Bemidji. That's a ball, 1-1 here to Grimm. And a big swing and a miss there from Otto Grimm, the right fielder, number 33. Bemidji, they had to beat New Prague to get to this game. Defeated the Orioles of New Prague in round 1, 12-3. That was last Saturday. The Milroy Yankees, they had a bye into this round. Just getting a piece is Grimm. The winner of this will advance to play next Saturday in the 3rd round. That'll be at Athletic Park in Chaska. And they'll play the winner of Spring Hill and New Ulm, which will be played later on tonight here in Waconia. A big swing and a miss. And it's strikeout at first the call. Now the umpires will convene. I believe Grimm's saying that he got a piece of it. And it is a strikeout. Or maybe an interference call was the hope for Grimm, but that's the first out of the game here for Isaac on the mound, Isaac Schmidt. And Ben Toma now, the designated hitter. And now time called. Cody Rutledge still on second base after that deep RBI, 2 RBI double that went off the wall. Carry him back toward the infield. Hendricks, who had walked, and Colin Rutledge, who had also walked, came around and scored the first 2 runs of the game. And another ball. 2-0 the count. Isaac Schmidt struggling with his control currently. One down and a runner on. Ben Toma does not starting this game as a step off here from Schmidt, who's working extremely slowly. Toma is a pitcher. Designated hitting currently. See if he has the opportunity to come in relief. A fly ball running after it is the right fielder, but running not quite getting there as that one landed on the foul territory warning track. So it's 2-1. Bentoma plays college baseball at Crookston right now, Minnesota Crookston. That one fouled back into the netting. Two and two. Flied to left field on the move. Charging in now and making the catch is Hughes out there in left for out number 2. Rutledge still on second base. And now Caleb Manicky will come up, the catcher for Bemidji. The all-black Bemidji on a hot day out here. Long pants in the sun. 2 down now here for the catcher number 1, the right-handed hitting Manicky. Caleb's first year playing for the Blue Ox. Making it to the state tournament as the Ox did last year. Actually, this is his second year playing for the Blue Ox. Grounded to the second baseman. A nice play on the move, and the out is recorded. But 2-run score on a couple walks and a double from Cody Rutledge. They leave a runner on base, and after just a half inning, the Bemidji Blue Ox lead the Yankees of Milroy 2-0. We're headed to the bottom of the first here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back to Waconia here for the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. It's the bottom of the first inning now. Milroy, their first turn to bat as they find themselves down in a 2-0 hole. Andrew Pugliano to pitch for the Blue Ox. Facing Jake Tower, the center fielder for Milroy. 2-1 here the count. Liano with a unique delivery on the hill. He's a draftee. From Dilworth. 2 draftee pitchers from Dilworth for the Blue Ox. And their starter in here in round 2 is one of those 3 draftees that are total on the team. Full count here to the leadoff man in the inning. This one popped into foul territory, ranging over as a third baseman and just running out of time to get there was number 5, Olson, nearly making a nice play, a nice attempt there. And so we'll do the full count pitch, payoff pitch again. Bemidji, the Blue Ox, and the Yankees, 2 interesting for different reasons mascots. This one grounded right back to Pugliano, stabs it, a lot of time to make the out, tosses it over for out number 1. Jake Tower is retired. And so Andy Schmidt will come up, one of 3 Schmidt players on the team for the Yanks. The right fielder, number 11. Missing outside, Pugliano. Pugliano working extremely quickly, and as they're having 4 games here today, most people, especially the organization here, Minnesota Baseball, Amateur Baseball Organization, is certainly not against fast working pitcher. Pugliano. And that one fouled away by Schmidt. 1-2 here to the right fielder. Dave Schmidt to follow. And the bat goes flying. It's a swing and a miss. No throw needed down as that caught on the fly. The bat slips out of Schmidt's hands. It's a strikeout. And now Dave Schmidt will come up. Pugliano registers the first strikeout of the game for himself. His counterpart, Isaac Schmidt, fanned 1 in the top of the inning. Dave takes strike 1. Foul ball, 1-2, the count here with 2 down. And this one grounded sharply to short, ranging over, making the play. Sidearm toss, and the side retired in order. Dave Schmidt goes down on a 6-3 ground out, and the side retired in order. We're headed to the second here on Prep Spotlight TV. The score, Bemidji 2, Milroy 0.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020. Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Caleb Manicky will come up to bat, and pardon me, it's actually Basil Zolke. Manicky finished up the previous inning. So Basil Zolke, the first baseman, will start things off, number 31, the left-handed hitter. Here in the top of the second inning, here in Waconia. Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament, and a lot of action before this and more to come as this one to the hole at second, ranging over, fumbling, underhanding, and that one too high. Would have been a tough play, but looked like it might have been able to be made. And we'll see how they rule that one. It is an H on the scoreboard, a hit for Zolke, the second of the game for the Blue Ox. So the leadoff man reaches once again. And now Cody Jenkins, the second baseman, comes up. An infield hit. It was a very tough play just to get to that ball for the second baseman, Rasmussen. So no error. 2 hits, 2 balls and no strikes here to Cody Jenkins, the second Cody in the starting lineup. Rutledge, of course, had the other hit. An RBI double. This one fouled away up to the right side. As we mentioned, the winner of this will play the winner of Spring Hill in New Ulm. Earlier today, in the first game of today's slate here in Waconia, we had Luxembourg beat Ada. The Brewers defeated the Athletics and come from behind fashion, and there's a strikeout. Cody Jenkins goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. Hunter Olson, the 9-hole hitter, will come up, the third baseman for Bemidji. And he takes a strike. Going back to that game before this, Ada was up 6-1, and then in the 7th, Luxembourg put up 10 runs. And they ended up winning. As this one gets away, it'll be a pass ball, and Zolke will advance from first to second. In that previous game, Luxembourg ended up winning 13-7. So they advance, and they'll play Waconia next Friday at Chaska in the 3rd round. And that one missing outside. Zolke in scoring position after his infield single to start this frame. Jenkins then Cade and Hunter Olson facing a 2-1 count, and now 3-1 as Schmidt walked the first 2 batters of the first inning and has struggled a bit to locate his pitches. And there's another walk, the 3rd of the game for Schmidt. And that'll turn the lineup over here in the 2nd inning. It's Mitch Hendricks. He walked and scored the game's first run. This one in the dirt, stopped nicely by Hughes, the catcher. Hendricks, a former college quarterback, played at Gustavus back in the day. Starter for 3 years, playing QB, Gustavus Adolphus. That one fouled up and away. Headed past the fence, past the home team bullpen. Over in the general direction of the beer garden area, concessions, tents. So we have a nice setup here and a beautiful day for baseball in Waconia. Of course, the other site, Chaska, for Class C, is swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count. Hamburg is the site of the Class B state tournament happening simultaneously alongside the Class C tourney. This one grounded to second, fielded, spinning and throwing, getting the force, but no time to send the relay to first. So another out recorded on a fielder's choice for 6. Hendricks grounds and reaches first base. Hunter Olson is out. And there are 2 down for Colin Rutledge. The lead runner, Zulke, advances to third on the play. Runners at the corners now, 2 down. Rutledge walked and scored last time up as well. This one fouled straight back. The Blue Ox, there a lot of their fans wear the blue t-shirt, the blue script, the word blue, and then a baseball and a X made out of baseball bats for Ox. As that's a strike that was dropped. 1-2 now the count here to Colin Rutledge. 2/3 of the outfield for Bemidji is made up of Rutledges. Runner feigns going to second, doesn't. Maybe induce a throw to see what would happen. But everybody's staying put, staying pat. And 2-2 the count, the swing, the tick, the strikeout. Rutledge goes down. Schmidt escapes with no damage. The runner gets as far as third. 2 men left on after 1 hit and a walk. We're headed to the bottom of the second inning. Milroy looking to get on the board here at the State Amateur Baseball Tournament on Prep Spotlight TV.
Free catcher slaps one in the air to left, carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall, gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce, and that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the 5th. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. Since then, a couple of groundouts to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
Welcome back. Matt Bauer leading things off for Milroy here in the bottom of the second inning. Facing Andrew Pugliano on the hill for his second inning of work. He made quick work in the first, and this one grounded and booted at first. Zulke ranging to his right, couldn't make the backhand play. It would have been a close play with the pitcher covering, but that should be an error on the first baseman, and the leadoff man reaches. Bauer on first. Aaron Mathowitz now will come to the plate with the first base runner that Milroy's had. Fouled and bounced backwards. It's 77 degrees here in Waconia. It feels a tad warmer. It's sun is out, a bit of wind as the U.S. flag in right field is blowing to our left and out a bit. Oh, it's going straight out as I say that. It spins, and there's a strikeout. Aaron Mathewitz goes down on 3 pitches. And the second strikeout of the game for Pugliano. And now Derek Rasmussen, the second baseman, will come up with 1 on and 1 out here in the second. And there's another strike. Foul ball is now brings the count to an 0-2 spot. And there's another strikeout. The past 6 pitches have been strikes and have resulted in 2 swinging strikeouts. Rasmussen goes down, 3 total Ks now for Pugliano, Dilworth, and Bemidji. So Brandon Flock will come up, the designated hitter for the Yankees. And this one sliced to left center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. They'll wave the lead runner home. The throw is made. And the run scores. The shortstop cut the throw from the center fielder. They looked like the throw was going to beat him. Then the pitcher, on a short relay from the shortstop, cut it off right in front of the catcher, tried to flip it with a glove, and it was too late. Milroy is on the board. It's an RBI double for Flock. Bauer comes home, as that one landed, I believe, on the warning track and rolled. So this one gets all the way to the backstop, and the runner advances. Flock up to third. Jake Hughes batting for the first time as he sees a 1-1 count with 2 down. Pugliano has this one grounded to the second baseman. Should be an easy play. The out recorded, but Milroy gets on the board. They cut their deficit in half from a Brandon Flock RBI double. Bemidji now just leading by 1. It's 2-1 here in Waconia.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Cody Rutledge coming up. He had the big hit of the game so far for the Blue Ox, the RBI double, the 2 RBI double in the first inning, giving Bemidji the lead, and he'll bat here in the top of the 3rd inning, with now their lead just a 1-run margin as Milroy got on the board just in the last half. And now 3-0 to Cody Rutledge. And it's a 4-pitch walk. Isaac Schmidt has now walked 4. And Rutledge reaches for the 2nd time. Otto Grimm struck out last time. He'll hope to do better this time. Grimm in his 2nd year on the Blue Ox. As this one gets away, goes straight to the right of the catcher, and Rutledge advances. This one bunted, and it goes foul. Looked like he might have been bunting for a hit there with 1 out, but maybe just trying to advance the runner to 3rd with only 2 down, or excuse me, nobody down and a runner on 2nd. Otto Grimm. Now with a 1-1 count, he plays college baseball for the University of Minnesota. Golden Gopher. And a swing and a miss there, 1-2 now. To the Bemidji / Dinkytown area supposed resident. As that's in there, Grimm knew it, and he's on the way to the dugout with his 2nd strikeout this afternoon in as many at-bats. Ben Toma now to hit at the 1st out of the inning. And they'll check the runner, Rutledge, and getting back just in time is Cody. And now 2-0 here to Ben Toma, the designated hitter. This one fouled, and it'll be out of play. Landing here on the roof loudly. Of course, this is the 2nd of 4 games to be played today. Originally scheduled for 3, but the late game here last night rained out due to the weather we had. Over 1 inch of rain, they said, fell on the field. And so New Ulm and Spring Hill will play tonight instead of last night. This one gets away off the glove of the catcher, and rounding hard, 3rd base is Rutledge. He'll hold up there, and now he's 90 feet away. So now Rutledge has moved from first to third on pass balls or wild pitches, and he's close to scoring, as close as you can get, as this one really fouled straight back into the netting, straight behind the catcher and the batter. 3-2. And that's a walk. Close pitch there, a bit high, and the second walk of the inning for Schmidt. Toma reaches. And now there are runners at the corners. And Caleb Manicky is 0 for 1. Ended that that first inning. He comes up. It's 2 out there on the base paths. So as we mentioned, Spring Hill and New Ulm, the Brewers of New Ulm will play tonight at 7-ish, 7:30 maybe. But in between that and this game, there will be, of course, another game. Wanamingo and Sartell will play to try to earn a trip into round 3 of the state tournament. 0-2, here the count to Manicky. And lays off the high fastball. One and two, here the count to Manicky. The runner on first goes. They won't throw. He's in safely. Toma advances up to second, as that was a ball. And a big swing and a miss, a strikeout of Manicky. A much needed strikeout for Isaac Schmidt, as that's the second out of the inning. As Basil Zolke will come up. He reached on that infield single in the second inning, but was unable to score as he reached as far as third base. Swinging at the first pitch, grounding it to first, a head-high hop, and the easy out recorded on a ground ball in the infield. So a couple runners reach on walks, but 2 left on means no run score as we head to the bottom of the third. Bemidji 2, Milroy 1. Jackson Hughes comes to the plate for Milroy. To lead off the bottom of the third. Milroy trailing 2-1 to Bemidji. And quickly ahead in the count 2-0 here, facing Andrew Pugliano. Three and two. And a strikeout. Pugliano with his 4th strikeout. And so we'll turn the lineup over. Jake Tower will hit. He grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Pugliano getting a decent amount of swings and misses here. This one is cracked foul. It'll stay in play, but in foul territory and a tough spot to get to for the left fielder, third baseman. They can't get there. It's 2-2 now here, the count, with one out and nobody on. Milroy, one of the long-time town ball programs in Minnesota. Of course, Milroy was one of the hosts of last year's state tournament. And that misses from Pugliano, the fastball. And so now the count full again, 3-2, one out. And that just misses. A walk. Pugliano's first walk of the ball game. And so Tower reaches. Andy Schmidt will come up. He struck out last time. This one flown to right, ranging over to his left is the right fielder making the play. That's Otto Grimm. And out number 2 here in the third. Now Dave Schmidt will come up. The shortstop grounded out to the shortstop in his first at bat. This one climbs over the roof. I'll roll back behind us. This one now popped up. Shallow right center. Second baseman fading away, and the right fielder Grimm is there to make another catch. That's the third out of the inning, and we're now through 3. Milroy trailing Bemidji 2-1. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Back here in Waconia, and we start the fourth. The Blue Ox leading by 1. Score of 2-1, and they'll send up number 12, Cody Jenkins, to hit. His first time he struck out, and that was in the second, facing Isaac Schmidt for the second time. Schmidt has allowed those 2 first inning runs. He has walked 5 batters, 2 in the last inning as well. At least 1 in each frame, as there's a swing and a miss. 2-2 now here the count to Jenkins. But has kept the damage to a minimum since that first inning 2 RBI double and a strikeout of Jenkins. He's got him twice now. And it's out number 1 here in the fourth. So Hunter Olson comes up, the third baseman. Was one of those 5 walks. Reached via that walk, then was subtracted from the base paths on a fielder's choice. Fouled. Ranging back is the first baseman with room, and he'll make the catch, sliding to his left. Good play out there by Mathewitz. And quickly there is 2 outs here in the fourth. Mitch Hendricks will have his third plate appearance now here in the fourth inning. He walked and scored in the first, and then reached on the fielder's choice in the second inning. And now pokes this one to shallow right center field. Diving, but unable to make the play as the center fielder. A big turn by Hendricks, but he'll slam on the brakes and come back to first base with a single. That's just the 3rd hit for Bemidji so far here tonight, or today. So a 2-out hit brings up Colin Rutledge. He walked and scored in the first and struck out in the second. Big swing and a miss. And this one tapped foul by the first base coach, electing not to make a stab at that hard grounder. A championship game here in Class C will be held here at Waconia's Lions Field. That'll be on Labor Day. As a ball in the dirt, stopped by the catcher Hughes. 1-2 here the count to the 2-hole hitter Colin Rutledge. Line drive and a base hit to right field. Rutledge reaches for the second time. And we have back-to-back 2-out hits for Bemidji. Hendricks moves up to second base. And Cody Rutledge will come up. He's reached each time he's had a plate appearance, doubled in the first, drove in 2, and then walked in the third to lead off that frame. Made it as far as third base before the inning ended. Isaac Schmidt, as this one pops up to shallow right field, charging forward, it'll land in front of Grimm. The throw coming home, it won't be in time. The throw across won't be made. Another run scores for Bemidji. It's 3-1. An RBI hit for Cody Rutledge, and he has driven in all 3 of the Blue Ox's runs. The runner goes. They'll try to cut the run down at home, and they get him. The inning ends on the base paths as Rutledge. Colin was trying to come home from third as that one was cut off before reaching second base. Something often attempted, not always successful. So the inning ends, but another run does score. Bemidji now leading 3-1 over Milroy. See what comes up with. A bunt. And it'll be a run score. The squeeze works.
He was just angry at the home plate umpire. First pitch swinging, line drive, base hit into center field. The throw is going to be cut off by Nelson. 2 runs are going to come in.
Davis, Sandy singles past the drawn in Jelly at short. They're going to send in Vanderbosch from second as well.
Larson Geislinger, base hit down the right field line. That's going to get towards the corner. Geislinger is around first and slides into second with a 2 RBI double.
Into the third round of the tournament. First pitch. It's high towards second. The infield was drawn in. Will it drop? It does. The throw home. It'll be a force if they can get it. They can't. Riola scores and Champlin moves on to round 3.
And Bauer swinging on the first pitch here in the fourth, grounding it to second, and quickly Bauer retired. Aaron Mathewitz will come up now. He struck out his last time. Here is now the Bemidji Blue Ox. This one swung on the first pitch. And Mathewitz will reach that a line drive, a one hopper, reaching the second baseman who was going down to the ground. Was able to get in front of it, but it will be a hit. Mathewitz reaches. And this one hit hard. Off the wall. It one hops the wall in center. They'll wave the runner home. The throw, not in time. Milroy scores quickly. Mathewitz comes all the way around from first. And it's back to a one-run game just like that. Derek Rasmussen with an RBI double. As Bauer, Mathewitz, and Rasmussen to start this inning have all swung at the first pitch. 3 pitches in, we're now facing the fourth batter is Pugliano, and he swings as well. Can't make contact though. So now he has the longest at bat of this inning. Takes a strike, 0-2. And there'll be a conversation between the catcher and Pugliano. So Milroy answers as Bemidji scored a run in the top of the fourth. Milroy now has done so in the bottom. One and two. Here's one down. And that called a ball. 2-2 now here the count. Rasmussen on second base after that RBI double. And another pitch missing high. 3-2. A full count. Brandon Flock had an RBI double of his own in the second inning. And now he swings and fouls that one up and away. And a check swing there, fouled back. And Pugliano steps off. 3 1/3 innings of work so far for Pugliano, the starter. He's allowed the 2 runs, 3 hits. And a swing and a miss, a foul tip into the mitt. And the battle won by the pitcher. Brandon Flock goes down swinging. 5 strikeouts now for Pugliano. And Jake Hughes comes up, looking for a 2-out hit and to try to drive in the runner Rasmussen on second base. Time now called. Things slowing down a bit here with the runner on second. And a big swing and a miss on a high and tight fastball. And 1 strike to Jake Hughes, who grounded out to second base his first time up. That was in the second inning. This one, as you might have heard, landed on the roof again, as we've had a few of those here in this game already. And a swing and a miss. Pugliano, the hat comes off again, but a strikeout to end the inning. Another run does score on an RBI double by Derek Rasmussen. And it's back to a 1-run game, 3-2. A close ball game here in Waconia. Bemidji leading Milroy by 1.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Otto Grimm coming to the plate for the Blue Ox as their lead back down to 1, 3-2. Here the score to start the 5th inning now here in Waconia, Carver County. Both state tournament sites for Class C in the Carver County. Chaska, the other site, has more games happening there right now as well. Scheduled for 3 originally here. 4 will be played. It's Otto Grimm looking for a better output, as that one nearly hit him. It's 2-1, as Grimm has struck out swinging both times he's come up so far. And now 3-1 to the Golden Gopher baseball player. Hard grounder to second. Eaten up nicely by the second baseman Rasmussen there, and makes the play. The first ball put in play by Otto, and now Ben Toma will come up. He has flown out to left and walked. His total stats so far today. Three and one now here from Isaac Schmidt. He has walked 5 already. As this one's grounded through the hole, a single for Toma. The outfielder out in left field kind of fell down as he was underhanding that one back in. Now some mud on his pants. So we've seen that happen in the previous game as well. Certainly the grounds crew did a great job this morning, trying to dry this place out as much as possible. So a runner on for Caleb Manicky. He's 0 for 2. Toma on first base with that single. 6th hit of the game for Bemidji. 1 down and a runner at first. Caleb Manicky. He struck out his last time and takes that inside here. 2-1 from Schmidt. Last inning was the only inning that Isaac Schmidt did not have a walk. This one he hasn't so far. This one high and deep to left field, going back, and that's gone. A home run, a 2-run blast for Caleb Manicky. Bemidji up 5-2. And that'll bring up Basil Zolke, the first home run of the day, as Manicky goes deep to left field. And that one got out pretty quickly, clearing the fence. And driving in two. Now this one is high, foul, and it'll be out of play into the, just past the bullpen of the Yankees. It's the biggest lead of the game now. 3-run margin for Bemidji. They've led by 2 a couple different times. But Isaac Schmidt has now given up that home run. And 5 total runs so far. And a walk on 5 pitches. As Milroy has a man warming up in the bullpen, and we'll have a coach stroll out to the mound, just taking his time to cross into fair territory. Zolke walks. That now the 6th walk of the game for Schmidt. And Cody Jenkins is due up, who has struck out twice. We'll see if Schmidt gets another batter plus, or if they want to bring in the reliever. The lefty is warming up. It looks like it'll be Schmidt's inning to finish, at least for the time being. Just 1 down and a runner now on first base. That's Zolke. And the first pitch misses. And that one nearly hit him. Corralled nicely by the catcher as it popped out of the glove right away, but it's now 2-0 here to Jenkins. And that one gets underneath the catcher all the way to the backstop. Zolke will advance. And a runner in scoring position. And a close pitch and a 4-pitch walk. And so now after a meeting on the mound, 1 more 4-pitch walk later, and it will be a pitching change, I believe, as Jenkins reaches. And it looks like the end of the road for Isaac Schmidt. 7 walks for the starter. Allowed the 5 runs, 7 hits. He's responsible for the 2 batters on, or the 2 runners on second and first. And so we'll have a pitching change here in Waconia. Nathan Dietz will come in. In relief, the left-handed pitcher. As he will get ready to face Hunter Olsen and throw a few warm-up pitches. Well, time is winding down to be a part of the 2021 State Amateur Baseball Tournament in Waconia, Chaska, and Hamburg. So get out and support your community. Or if you just love the game of baseball, you want to watch some winner-go-home high-stakes games at fantastic venues like here at Lions Field, there's nothing like tournament time. If you can't make it to the games, prepspotlight.tv/townball has all the games at affordable prices. Enjoy the tournament at the park or on prepspotlight.tv. Well, 2 runs in so far here in the 5th inning. That came off a Caleb Manicky 2-run blast. And then a couple walks followed, and that was the end of the line for Isaac Schmidt. So he has been pulled the righty in favor of the left-hander. Nathan Dietz comes in. Hunter Olson, his first batter. And a strike on the first pitch to Olson. This one is up and fouled. Hunter Olson has walked and popped out to the first baseman. Oh, 2 count. Right back to Dietz. He'll go to second. The force there, the relay in time for the double play. 1-6-3. Milroy escapes the inning. Dietz efficiently comes in relief, but 2 more on the board for Bemidji thanks to a Caleb Manicky 2-run home run, and it's 5-2. The Blue Ox up on the Yankees here, headed to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Free catcher. Slaps one in the air to left. Carrying deep. Fleming to the fence, to the wall. Gone! A 3-run home run for Pierce. And that ball just kept carrying and carrying over the fence. And Air Freight's opened it up here in the 5th. And this one hit high and deep to left. This one way out of here. 6-0 Air Freight. A bomb by Cummings. Since then, a couple of groundouts to third. He hammers one high in the air to center field. Scallon back, has it measured. That's it! Air Freight Unlimited, your Class A state champions. They win their 21st game of the year. They dominate the championship game.
Back out here at Lions Field. Milroy hitting now in the bottom of the 5th. They trail by 3. Jackson Hughes will come up. He struck out in his lone at bat. The left fielder lays down a bunt but pops it up. One hops the third baseman who guns it across and nearly makes a great play, but the throw a bit offline, so safe is Hughes at first. The bunt popped up a little, eventually got down on the grass. Hughes did have to charge pretty far. The third baseman Olson had a charge, and it makes the throwing error to allow Hughes to reach first base. And I'll check on the runner briefly. The second error of the game for Bemidji. Milroy has not had an error. Milroy just 3 hits so far, and now time called. Liano tending to work much slower with runners on the base paths. And now some discussions with the umpire. Not sure what the holdup was there. Could be like a bee there, because we've had several of those around our area. Like a unusual situation, but we are ready to go. This one knocked to center, landing in front of the center fielder for a base hit. And just like that, and that's an out. They throw behind the runner, rounding second, and Hughes is out. Jake Tower with the single. He's still at first base, but Jackson Hughes wandered too far off of second, and a heads-up play by the center fielder, Rutledge. To throw behind the runner and get out number one here in the 5th inning. 1 down, 1 on. Pugliano, though he hadn't retired anyone traditionally, now has just 2 more outs to get here. Andy Schmidt is batting. Fouls that one up into the siding. Has struck out and flown out to right field. That's Schmidt. And that one high and tight. One and one here, the count. And that one high. Pugliano said his hat fall off about once an inning so far. Exchanging more pleasantries with the umpire, infield umpire behind him. 2 and 1 here, the count. And that one nearly hit, and he says it does, but umpire shakes his head no. Schmidt wanted to go to first base, but he won't, at least for the time being. And he walks anyway. So 1 pitch later, Schmidt trots to first on a base on balls. Tower will advance up to second. And had it not been for the base running mistake, the bases would be loaded right now, and now a meeting between the entire infield and the center fielder. I believe Cody Rutledge serves as a manager for this team, so he's out there running things in from center field. Equidistant from second to the mound. And so now we will get back underway. Just a little break for Pugliano, who's laboring a bit here in the 5th with his team leading 5-2, but 2 runners on now with just 1 out as Dave Schmidt comes up, the shortstop. He's 0 for 2 so far. Takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Schmidt is grounded out to short and popped out to the right fielder. And this one inside and high. Pugliano wanted maybe an appeal on a swing there, and they won't even appeal. The catcher asked as well. It's 1 and 1. Pugliano has been going inside here frequently, intentionally or not. This one lined right back, gets right by Pugliano for a base hit. They'll wave the run home. The throw in time, and he's out at home. Cody Rutledge with a dime from center field. And that's the second out of the inning off of the arm of Cody Rutledge. Schmidt with a single. Tower trying to score from second, and he is out. Two down now, still 2 runners on as Schmidt, Andy, and Dave are on the base paths. And that brings up Matt Bauer. An aggressive waving home by the third base coach for Milroy. And this one pops straight up. Shallow left center field. The second baseman there looks down, and a run will score. The shortstop and second baseman converging. Both look like they had a chance. And it lands on the outfield grass, and Milroy does score at least one run here in the fifth inning. So it's a single for Bauer. Aaron Mathewitz now hitting. He singled us last time up and scored. This one nearly got by the catcher, stabbed at it and made the play. Andy Schmidt came home on that high pop-up with 2 out running on the crack of the bat. Dave Schmidt's now at third base. And Bauer at first. This one low again. 3-0 the count here from Pugliano to Mathewitz, who's 1 for 2 today. So a couple runners out on the base paths, as there's a strike in this inning for Milroy. And they were maybe worried that they would exit this inning with no runs to show for their efforts. This one fisted, and another run scores. Trying to short hop that bloop in front of second base was the shortstop Hendricks. Couldn't pick it, and it's 5-4. Dave Schmidt comes home. Matt Bauer to second base. Aaron Mathewitz to first. They'll rule that an infield hit. Here's another looper. This one charging in, and the play made by Olson. Finally, the inning ends. An unusual inning to be sure. Some great defensive plays and some not so much. 2 more runs score, and we're back to a 1-run margin. 5-4. Bemidji up on Milroy as we head to the 6th here at the Class C Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Mitch Hendricks now coming up for the Blue Ox to start the 6th inning. As this game has gone back and forth, Bemidji has maintained a lead throughout as they scored 2 in the top of the first. But 2 runs scored each for each team in the last inning. 1 run scored for each team in the 4th, and it's 5-4 right now. Blue Ox still up on the Yankees. And Bemidji now hoping to add to that margin after Milroy trimmed it back down to 1. This one chopped right back to the pitcher, fumbles for a minute, now on the move and makes the play. Nathan Dietz fielding his position nicely. For out number 1, Colin Rutledge will come up. He has reached twice. He is officially 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Got caught stealing, trying to go home in the 4th. Dietz came in the last inning. He's now starting his first full inning of work. That one nearly hit the lefty Rutledge. 2-1 here with 1 out already in the 6th inning. This one to the hole, diving and through to the outfield for a base hit for Colin Rutledge, his 2nd single of the game. Cody Rutledge now, who had 2 great plays in the outfield and center field in the last inning. Threw behind the runner, the lead runner at second to get him out early in the inning, and then gunned down a runner trying to score from second at home with a perfect throw from center field after a single had 2 or 3 hopped Rutledge. 2 runs did score in that inning, nevertheless. A check swing from Rutledge. They will appeal this time, and no swing. Close from this angle, though I can't really discern it from here. Fouled back by Cody Rutledge. Rutledge, the manager of this squad as well. He plays center field, and so when he wanted to kind of gather his group, he gathered them behind the mound as he ran all the way in from center to talk to the infield and his pitcher specifically. His defense made a couple mistakes there in the last half inning with just 1 error, but maybe a couple other plays that could have been played differently. 1-2 here, the count to Rutledge. A check swing, and that one, no swing. 2-2 here to number 13. Cody Rutledge had that 2 RBI double in the 1st. Grounds this one. Stopped by the 3rd baseman. He'll sling it to second, and the lead runner is out. A close play. A nice play there by the 3rd baseman, Bauer. Sliding down to make the stop and then spinning and firing just in time to get the lead runner, Colin Rutledge. So Cody reaches on a fielder's choice, going 5-4, and now 2 down for the 4-hitter, Otto Grimm. A lefty. He's 0 for 3 today. Rutledge goes, a big curveball, and no chance to get the speedy Rutledge. Cody in there safely with a stolen base. Cody Rutledge, an alum of the St. Cloud State baseball program. And there's a breaking ball in there for a strike. Dietz has used that successfully a couple times here so far in this outing for the relief pitcher. Runner in scoring position for Grimm. 0 for 3 today. And there's another curveball, that one missing. Dietz stares into the direction of the home plate area. This one grounded hard to the hole at second, picked nicely, and the out is made. Second baseman Rasmussen there, ranging to his left, making a nice play, and that'll end the inning. They leave one on, and it's still Bemidji 5, Milroy 4. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Brandon Flock leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. Checks his swing there on the second pitch, but goes around. It's 0-2 quickly to Flock, who has an RBI double in the 2nd inning and a strikeout in the 4th. Facing Andrew Pugliano, a quick worker with no one on base, as this one grounded just over the bag, a fair ball to the first baseman. Fields it. Zulke steps on the bag, and out number 1 is made. Jake Hughes now. A bunt. And that one goes foul. And this one cracked back to the first baseman, gets down nicely, stops it, picks it up, and covers the bag again. Another 3 unassisted put out there for the first baseman. Jake Hughes is retired, and 2 quick outs on the ground for Andrew Pugliano. Jackson Hughes now will hit. One and one here at the count with 2 down, no one on base. This one tapped to short on the move, and the throw successfully made. Hendricks over to Zulke, and a 1-2-3 inning, 3 ground ball outs. Milroy retired in order through 6 complete. Bemidji up by 1 here at the state tournament. Comes up with a bunt, and it'll be a run scored. Squeeze works. So
just angry at the home plate umpire. First pitch swinging, line drive, base hit into center field. The throw is going to be cut off by Nelson. 2 runs are going to come in.
Damn it. Sandy singles past the drawn in Jelly at short. They're going to send in Vanderbosch from second as well.
Larson Geislinger, base hit down the right field line. That's going to get towards the corner. Geislinger is around first and slides into second with a 2 RBI double.
Into the 3rd round of the tournament. First pitch. It's high towards second. The infield was drawn in. Will it drop? It does. The throw home. It'll be a force if they can get it. They can't. Riola scores and Champlin moves on to round 3.
Welcome back to the start of the 7th inning. Bemidji back out there up by 1. A close game here. Bemidji scoreboard reads 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Milroy 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. Through 6, we have a close ball game. Nathan Dietz back out there for his 2nd full inning of work. He came in relief and just faced 1 man, recorded 2 outs, inducing a double play. Bentoma grounds it into himself, and he'll try to walk that off. Not the best feeling. No more games this weekend for these teams. One of them goes home. One of them will play next weekend. It'll be the Yankees or the Blue Ox. Grounded, foul, past 3rd base. This one skied and it's out of play, foul ball. That one coming down dangerously and then making its way in here to the roofed area. And now a ball, 2-2. Here the count to Bentoma, who has flown out to left, walked, and singled and scored. That came in the 5th. Breaking ball, this one flown to center. Back is the center fielder underneath it, and he'll make the play tower, which is that pretty high towering fly ball. For out number 1 here in the top of the 7th, excuse me. Brings up Caleb Manicky. Last time up, hit a home run, a 2-run shot to left field. And for the moment, put Bemidji up by 3. Their margin back down to 1 right now. And that's outside. 2-0 to Manicky, the catcher. And there's a curveball in there for a strike. And a swing and a miss on an outside fastball. 2-2 now the count to number 1 in the black uniform. And that one fouled back, I believe. It might have been off the knob of the bat. Didn't look like it appeared to have hit the hands of Maneke as he didn't really react at all. So 2-2 the count again with one down here in the 7th. Swing and a miss, or swing and a foul. We'll do it again. Waiting on the breaking ball, flying it to right field. Underneath it, Schmidt makes the catch. 2 flyouts. And there are 2 down here in the 7th. Basil Zolke comes up. 1 for 2 today with a walk. And this one flown to center, shallow center, and that's going to be in front of the center fielder and behind the shortstop for a base hit. First pitch swinging, Basil Zolke gets his 2nd hit of the game. Cody Jenkins now. Walked his last time, struck out the previous 2 plate appearances before that. Swings and misses there. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2 now the count. And that's strike 3. The 3rd time Jenkins has gone down on strikes. Dietz, a clean inning, does allow 1 hit, but leaves him on base, and we're headed to the bottom of the 7th. 5-4 still the score here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to Lions Field in Waconia as we start the bottom of the 7th inning. We have a defensive switch. Brady Rutledge, I believe, has come in to play second base for Jenkins for the Blue Ox. This one swung on quickly and grounded foul. Jake Tower, the leadoff man, is up for the 3rd time, or the 4th time. And now a swing and a miss quickly down to the count 0-2. And now this one fouled back. Still 0-2 the count here to Tower. And he's down on strikes, a strikeout. So Andy Schmidt will come up with one down, a check swing, and that went into Schmidt. Scored a run his last time up to the plate. He walked and came around. It's actually the 4th run totaled by Milroy. He's officially 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. This one right back to the pitcher, goes underneath his glove, stopped, and no play will be made by the shortstop. Sliding on the move, Hendricks got a piece of it with the glove but couldn't find its way into his glove permanently, and that's an E6. We will have yet another base runner here for Milroy. Andy Schmitz reaches again. Dave Schmidt now. He's up to bat. He scored as well. He actually was the 4th run. Andy Schmidt was the 3rd run of the game for Milroy. Dave has one for, and there's a hit. The lead runner will go from 1st to 3rd, and Milroy's in business just like that. Andy Schmidt goes to 3rd base. Dave with a single. He's at 1st. Now runners at the corners for Matt Bauer, who's 1 for 3 today. And we might see a pitching change here as Cody Rutledge is marching in from the center field position to talk to his pitcher, Andrew Pugliano. Pugliano has pitched well, has struggled at times. He's given up those 4 runs, 8 hits. And Pugliano will stay in there. So just a meeting with the manager out in center field, who is now back out fielding his position. Runners at the corners, 1 down. And Matt Bauer getting ready to hit. Maybe to his aim to tie this one up. That inside, just missing. Now this one cranked. Cody Rutledge will let it land in front of him. No chance, and that one will drive in the tying run. 5-5. We're all knotted up after Matt Bauer with an RBI single for Milroy. And that looks like it'll be the end of the line for Pugliano. Schmidt comes home. Dave Schmidt moves up to 2nd base. Pugliano will head off, and the new pitcher comes in. Brendan Gillies, the new pitcher for Bemidji. So we'll take a quick break as they warm up the new pitcher here for the Blue Ox. It's tied at 5 here in Waconia. Welcome back. The new pitcher, as we mentioned, Brendan Gillies. Delivers a first pitch ball to Aaron Mathowitz. And now ball 2 here with 2 runners on and 1 out in the 7th. A sticky situation as Pugliano has exited. The starter went 6 1/3 plus. And responsible for those 2 runners on the base pass. 3-0 here to start this outing for Gillies. Mathowitz has 2 singles already in this game. And now takes strike. And a curve brings up a swing and a miss. A big swing from Mathowitz. Now a full count here as Gillies looks to work his way back from a 3-0 count. In a jam here as he enters the game. Full count, 1 down, 2 on. And a walk. And the bases are loaded for Derek Rasmussen. Remember, he had that big RBI double off the wall in the 4th inning. It's 1 for 3 so far. Bases loaded. Takes strike 1. Five runs apiece, 9 hits apiece. Milroy looking to take their first lead of the game as this one's fouled back by Rasmussen. 0-2 the count. Tower struck out to start the inning, then Andy Schmidt reached on an error. He's scored. Dave Schmidt, and now here's a grounder to third. And the force at third. A run does score after the third baseman, Olson, scooped that up, raced the base runner to the bag and won the second out, but Milroy has taken their first lead of this ball game. It's 6-5. An RBI fielder's choice as Dave Schmidt comes home. Bauer is out on the base paths as this one now flown to shallow left, and Hendricks there to make the play. Flock pops out. Rasmussen drives in the go-ahead run, and we're headed to the 8th now with the new score. Milroy 6, Bemidji 5. You're watching Prep Spotlight TV.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Back here for the start of the 8th inning. Now Milroy leading for the first time 6-5 over Bemidji, and the Blue Ox Looking for a comeback here in the late stages. Hunter Olson up for the 4th time. Grounded into a double play as last time up. This one flown out to right. Camping underneath it, now backpedaling. And reaching up is Schmidt to make the play. And Olson is out to start the 8th. Mitch Hendricks will come up, the shortstop, as the lineup turns over. First pitch, swinging. This one's skied to shallow center. The center fielder running a long way to make the play. Tower, as his hat falls off. And there's 2 outs. Quickly, 2 down here for Bemidji. Colin Rutledge now will try to get something going with 2 outs as the Blue Ox scored twice in the first. As this one's cracked to first, a fair ball. The first baseman will step on the bag, and an extremely quick inning of work for Nathan Dietz. Just a handful of pitches used and sends down the Blue Ox batters in order. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th now. Milroy still up 1, 6-5 here in the State Class C amateur baseball tournament. A bunt. And it'll be a run score. The squeeze works.
So he was just angry at the home plate umpire. First pitch swinging, line drive, base hit into center field. The throw is going to be cut off by Nelson. 2 runs are going to come in.
Sandy singles past the drawn-in Jelly at short. They're going to send in Vanderbosch from second as well.
Larson Geislinger, base hit down the right field line. That's going to get towards the corner. Geislinger is around first and slides into second with a 2 RBI double.
Into the 3rd round of the tournament. First pitch. It's high towards second. The infield was drawn in. Will it drop? It does. The throw home. It'll be a force if they can get it. They can't. Riola scores and Champlin moves on to round 3.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the 8th inning. We have a pinch hitter for Milroy. It is number 6, Brian Dolan. As that one goes hard to the backstop, high and inside. Dolan coming in for Jake Hughes, the catcher who had gone 0 for 3. And now a 2-1 count here from the pitcher Gillies, in starting his first full inning of work. Came in relief of Cogliano the last inning. And so now the approach changes for Milroy. They're trying for some insurance runs as they have climbed their way back out of the 2-0 hole that they found themselves in the first time they came to the plate after a 2 spot was put up by Bemidji in the top of the first. And a walk on 6 pitches for the pinch hitter, Brian Dolan. And the leadoff man is on for Milroy. And Jake Hughes will come back in, who just got pinch hit for. He'll run for Dolan, re-entering out on the base paths. Jackson Hughes laying down the bunt, dragging it up. The pitcher Gillies will make the play, and the sacrifice is successful. So Hughes moves up to second with 1 out now. And Jake Tower will get to hit for the 5th time. Coming up after this game, the Sartell Muskies and the Wanamingo Jacks will go at it for a berth into the 3rd round here in this tournament. And that one misses inside. And then Spring Hill and New Ulm will round out the 4-game slate here this Sunday. The late game. 2-0 here, the count to Tower. And takes another pitch high. The control an issue here for Gillies in his first inning, full inning of work. Came in relief and now has walked a batter and in danger of losing Tower. And there's a strike. Jake Tower grounded out to the pitcher his first time up, then walked and singled and then struck out. Fouls this one up and away. And that misses. It's another walk. So now 2 runners on. The second time that Tower has reached via the base on balls. Andy Schmidt steps up to the plate. He's walked once, scored 2 runs, has yet to register a hit. And a nice stop behind the plate there by the Blue Ox catcher. Manicky. Check swing, but he went around. One and 2 here the count with 1 down, 2 runners on in the bottom of the 8th. Milroy looking to add to their 1-run lead. As that one in the dirt, Manicky stops it. But the runner moves up. So runners at the corners now. Hughes is on third. This one pops straight up behind home plate. The catcher fighting the sun and making the play. And good play there by the catcher. Schmidt is out. There are 2 down. And still runners at the corners. Dave Schmidt now will come up. He's singled and scored in back-to-back at-bats leading into this one. And there's a strike in there from Gillies. No runs allowed yet in this inning. It's been a tough go. 2 walks, no hits, a sacrifice bunt, and that pop-up. They want to appeal, they will, no swing. Dave Schmitz is 2 for 4 on his day. And now time called. And the pitch popped up. Shortstop there behind second, and he'll make the play and end the inning. No hits, 2 walks, and 2 runners left on. We're headed to the last chance for Bemidji, the top of the 9th upcoming. It's 6-5 Milroy.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Back here at Lions Field in Waconia. Top of the 9th. Bemidji batting, and they trail by 1. Cody Rutledge flies this one high into shallow center. Second baseman moving at the last minute to make the catch. And Rutledge frustrated as he goes down on 1 pitch. And now just 2 outs away is Milroy from a victory. Otto Grimm will come to the plate. He's 0 for 4 today, with a couple strikeouts and a couple ground balls to the second baseman. An evenly matched back and forth ball game here today. Each team with 9 hits. This one hits off the foot of the pitcher, skies up into the air, and no chance to get Grimm, who reaches. That one, a line drive, looked like it hit the mound and then the foot. Short hop to the foot of Nathan Dietz. Nodding at his infielders, say he's fine. And a base runner, which is what the Blue Ox wanted, is on first base. Grimm reaches, and now Ben Toma will hit. An off-speed pitch misses. Ben Toma is 1 for 2 today with a walk. He's scored 1 run and flown out a couple times. And now this one cranked way foul. Hooked into the trees to the left side. Milroy looking for that victory. They're located outside of Marshall, roughly. Western Minnesota. 2-1 here, the count to the designated hitter. And a swing and a foul tip. 2-2 with 1 down and a runner on base. Caleb Manicky is in the on-deck circle. This one flied to right, ranging over, now back is the right fielder, and Schmidt makes the play. A long way to go, but makes the nice catch. And Toma is out. And so now Bemidji down to their last out. Caleb Manicky, perhaps the man that they most want up today. He has cranked a home run earlier in this game. And a check swing on the first pitch, a strike. 0-1 to the catcher. 1 for 4 on his day with that 2-run home run. And now hits this one. It's going to be a hit in front of the left fielder. Manicky does his job and lands a single to the outfield grass. Now 2 runners on base. And Basil Zolke will come up. Zolke has had a good day at the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. So now Grimm, the tying run, is on second base. And that misses high from Dietz. Bemidji now up to 11 hits. And that misses inside. Dietz gonna find the zone, but has to be careful here with the big bats, the middle of the lineup for the Blue Ox. And that one in there for a strike. Basel, a 7-hitter for the Blue Ox. 2 outs, 2 runners on. Bemidji down by 1 here in the top of the 9th. And that one just missing high. The off-speed pitch brings it to 3-1. Fouled back. And it's a full count. 3-2. 2 outs. Last chance for Bemidji with 2 runners on. The tying run is at second base as Dietz faces Zulke. And a swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt. They'll go down to first, and that's the ball game. Milroy completes the comeback, and they win it by 1. 6-5 over Bemidji. Nathan Dietz comes in relief. Pitches well, and Milroy knocks off Bemidji by 1 run. The 2-run 7th inning hurt the Blue Ox as Milroy came back to tie it, then take the lead in that frame. And so now the Yankees of Milroy will advance to round 3. Bemidji, as their season ends. Milroy will play
How did that feel when you got the lead?
Next week, it'll be Saturday at Athletic Park in Chaska at 7 p.m. They'll play the winner of tonight's matchup here in Waconia, the winner of Spring Hill and New Ulm. So you Milroy fans might want to watch that one, as it'll take place scheduled for 7, or likely a little bit later. But we thank you for watching this one, a back and forth, well-played affair. And we'll have 2 more games. The next one coming up just momentarily. It'll be about 20-plus minutes from now as we make the quick changeover, fix up the field, and get going. As the next game will be Sardell and Wanamingo. So for now, we'll say goodbye. I'm Ren Clayton. Thanks again for watching here on PrepSpotlight.tv. The final score, Milroy wins it, beating Bemidji 6-5.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.